I believe we should be live.
Yes, we are live. Playing Final Fantasy XIV.
No, we're not!
Whoa, we're playing Final
Yes.
Fantasy. We
Okay.
are live.
No, it says that in the sidebar,
Oh, okay.
but the actual stream is good.
Cool. Do you see his picture?
Yes.
Hold on, it's loading up.
That's pretty great.
Oh my god, I've got to log in? What?
Alright, now to minimize that so that I do not see my own face.
Let me do the thing with the stuff.
You know, I still haven't played any Overwatch since I bought it.
Really?
That's unfortunate.
Nope.
You really should. Oh, Seneko left Navi.
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna go play it by myself.
Well, we have a good excuse to play it soon. The new You're the Dog, I think, event is going to happen in 5 days.
Oh, that picture, it's perfect.
Alright, whenever you wanna get us rolling. Master DM of Doggo Land.
Okay. So, you guys have finished your previous mission, rested up, gained back all your health and all that sort of stuff. About a week has passed when Collins calls you in again. She invites you to take a seat, asks if you would like any tea.
No thanks.
Okay. All right then.
I'll take some tea. I like tea.
Okay then.
I will take my book, which is across the room.
Audrey can play some tea too.
All right. So, let's see.
This is after our. What city are we in now?
I believe we
Portington?
decided, yes, the port town of Portington.
Okay. Portington. Okay.
Yeah.
And we got our flasks. I got a chaos flask,
Yes, he did.
and so we're drinking tea with who now?
Collins.
Collins. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I saw a insane Facebook post and it distracted me.
All right then. So once everyone is settled down, she says, "So, you have been doing some good work, and I believe that you are ready to take on one of the major mazes of the Institute."
Ooh, another maze?
Not another maze.
We had two very different
is-
reactions to that.
This maze is one of the older establishments of the Institute. It actually quite possibly predates the area that it is located in. It is near Houndton, if any of you are familiar with that.
Hold on, I'm typing. Let me figure out what my bonus is, and I'll roll for some like history checks or whatever.
Okay.
That was Hound Town, you said?
Hound Town.
Houndton. Yes.
Near
Like Portington,
Yeah.
but with hound.
Town.
Okay, Hound Town to Pound Town.
Thank you for making that. I was about to say that myself.
Without the W. Houndton.
Slash roll d20 plus.
On my dice out.
Yeah, I'm very glad that it doesn't like put text chat up over your faces.
That's what I checked earlier. I rolled a 14.
Okay. You know that Houndton is sort of like Mutttown in that it is not exactly part of Pugmire. It is sort of um, its own kingdom. Kingdom.
I'm already not a fan. They
Uh,
won't know. They won't know of my family, our noble
Sorry.
heritage.
Basically, there were the Hound families, that were several noble families. They had some disagreements, and they left Pugmire to found their own town, or their own kingdom. Um, it is a collection of towns basically built around the particular noble breeds of Houndton, and thus the names are Fox Houndton, uh, Transylvanian Houndton, names like that.
Can we have Houndton?
I don't believe there are any hounds, so no.
Hound hound.
Yeah.
Pizza.
All right. And so Colin says, "Now, of course, I wouldn't expect you to try to go through all of this on your own."
We're going.
And almost on cue, you hear a knock on the door, and she says, "Ah, perfect timing. Come in, please." And through the door come two gigantic dogs.
Bigger than me, because I'm a big dog.
Yeah, a little bit bigger than you. Both dark gray.
Are they a
One
prime
slightly
breeding steed stock?
He does
Sure.
like his dog horses.
Uh, one of them lighter gray with glasses. The other a darker gray with a scar that was not there the last time you saw him.
What was
And
the last
as
time I
they
saw
come
him?
in and recognize you, the one with the scar says, "I'll touch ya!"
Oh!
Remember these
They were
guys.
Great Danes, right?
Brothers. Yes, the Dane brothers.
Gotcha.
Harold and Gerald.
Yeah. Prime breeding stock. Sorry.
She offers them seats. She gets them some tea. And begins to explain, as she was saying, that the location is Houndton. Specifically, this mine is near Fox Houndton.
Okay.
And she wants you to infiltrate, save any pups that might be there, and basically ruin their day.
The pups or the enemies?
Yes.
Eh,
The enemies. The various rats and whoever else they might have hired there. Most likely badgers, because reasons. Any questions?
I'm
No.
typing.
well, how far away is this maze? How long does we travel?
It's basically across the kingdom. Part of the reason I am sending you there is because it is so far away from the usual places of the Institute. Thus, it will not be heavily staffed. It will not be easily reinforced.
Okay.
Should be a relatively good starting point for actually taking on the Institute directly.
Mm.
Any other questions? Oh, yeah. Let me see if it gives an exact
Wait, do we have...
sort of.
Never mind. Nothing.
Okay. It'll probably be about a week's travel to get there, but
Whole week. Guys, this is going to be
I
a
will
long
have-
session.
Podrick will have so many stories to tell
Oh, no.
about his
Oh,
studies
shit.
and
make a wisdom
Various-
save.
tenants of his house.
I'm going to sift through my infinite bag of holding and look for, like, a sleeping pill.
It won't take much. I mean, Podrick's
I had an 11. Does that work?
For what?
For
I
the
just
joke
said roll,
wisdom
make save.
save.
Yeah.
No. You
Damn.
are driven insane by Podrick's stories. You kill him 3 days in. No.
Oh god.
All right.
And everyone rejoice! Yay!
Well, if no one has any further questions, you can go ahead and leave in the morning. I'll let you rest up for the night.
That's what I was gonna say. Just drink. Have your drink, everyone.
Give me your drink. Just kidding. I was gonna
Wait,
roofie him.
Oh,
I
and
wanna
put him to
invite-
sleep for an entire week.
Yes.
I wanna invite our Hound brother friends for drinks at the end.
The Danes?
Are they coming with us? The Danes?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we should
Uh-huh.
toast to our journeys. We
All right,
promise we won't touch your ale.
Harold,
Or
the...
at least she won't.
I don't promise that I won't
says-
touch the ale.
All right, that sounds like a decent idea. And yeah, Gerald does mutter something about, don't touch my ale.
Ale toucher.
And Harold says, now we want to be clear here. This is more like a tryout for you. We're just here to make sure you don't die.
Oh, good.
So
I don't
you,
like dying. I'm not very particularly fond of it.
so you celebrate your team up. Davy is also there, celebrating equally. Getting plastered.
I wrote
Okay.
I wrote
Alright.
down about the various tiers of master artisan focus tokens and the history of the various regions and where tokens have been found. Very, very, very drooling. But he goes on all night. The drunker he gets, the more he likes to talk about the history of regions of
Since
masterwork tokens.
I really, really want to learn more, and this intrigues me. The drunker I get,
Alright.
I start talking with him, asking him more questions. Just I whip out my little notebook.
So,
Learning.
as the night goes on, the Dane brothers suggest that you all get some rest. The Dachshunds decide to stay behind and discuss more about the nature of artisans and the glories of Podrick's family. All right.
Let me tell you about the Battle of Williamshire.
All right. In the morning,
Do we gain back our hit points?
yes,
I
it has
was
been.
one down.
It has been enough time that all of you are at full health, ready to travel.
Yay! All right,
And even if you aren't,
full
you will
stamina.
you will probably be by the time you get to Houndton. Let me just look something up real quick.
I'm gonna restart the oven while you look this up.
For pizza number 2.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut back on how much I eat, but I just need another one. It just wasn't enough.
All right. Dang it! Did he already leave?
He did.
Okay.
I hope he knows that we can hear him singing his way to the oven.
I'm so scared right now.
All right. Where was I?
What I was going to
Okay.
tell him was those Soylent drinks are actually pretty good at like quenching
Hunger.
Hunger.
hunger. Yeah.
I had one of those at PAX. It was actually kind of good. I enjoyed it.
So now I want you guys to actually make a wisdom check.
Actually, oh, me too, or am I not in the room for this?
This is for the journey.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, oh.
Okay, Google.
Oh god, it hit my keyboard after the rollback.
Oh. Well then, I'm a dumb shit, and I rolled a 5.
awesome.
I got a 9 with my wisdom bonus.
Okay.
These little tiny dice have not rolled well for me. Like I just
That's
You need these beautiful pink and purple dice. The gorgeous.
Is that a spin down?
By the way, Jasper, we could hear everything.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're singing, and then
You're
you said
asking
something to
Google
Google.
to set a timer.
That is like, it's so convenient just being able to yell across your apartment. Google, start a timer.
I do that too. Yeah.
I did just roll a 5. I was just talking about how I love my dice, and then I rolled a 5.
Nice.
Maybe if I, like, give them more attention and tell them how pretty they are and how much I love them, then I'll get better rolls.
Mine
See,
glow in the dark.
I'll
You
let you take that.
you gotta know how to treat your dice. Treat them well,
second,
and they'll
need to-
treat you well.
Download.
I thought this would be
Dolphins.
cool to play like a RPG in the dark, and you have like glow in the dark dice for it, like some kind of scary RPG.
Who's moving my dice?
Alright, Jasper, make a wisdom save.
A save, you say?
Yes, or a check, rather. Sorry.
Slash roll. D20 plus 4. 9. Wow, I fucked that one up.
Alright. About 3 days in, you realize that you must have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
Oh god.
Like all of us or me?
All of you.
Uh-oh.
So, let's see.
They were listening. They were like trying to ignore Podrick so hard that we got lost.
Or
God,
you and I were
won't
just
shut
like going
up.
at it so
Yeah.
much. They just kept trying to turn away, turn to get away from us, and we just kept following them.
Alright, so you get your bearings, you try and figure out where you might have taken the wrong turn. And as you are like trying to reorient yourselves, pretty late in the third day, you start to you're walking along when suddenly a group of ant drones attack you.
Like giant
Hey.
ant drones or like little
Giant ant drones. Two of them.
ant drone?
Yes, ant drones.
Auntie Drone? Auntie Drone? Why are you attacking me, Auntie Drone?
Why don't you call us? Alright,
Uh,
so I would like everyone to roll initiative.
You know what? I've got a D20.
Ooh.
Why don't I just do that?
ooh. 18.
Nice.
18 minus 1, 17.
8.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm just like watching
Oh.
how many roll.
Yeah. Which one of those is Davy?
He
Oh, I
was
forgot about him.
the 6. Just give me a second.
Is this on roll 20?
Yeah.
Rude.
Alright.
There's a 21 in there, and you give him the 6? Rude.
Hey, at least you didn't give him the 4.
That's true.
Or either
Okay,
one of the 14s.
So Gerald is going to go first. He is going to lock and load his crossbow that he's carrying, and he is going to try and shoot at the right ant. So, let's see. 1 second.
Ready to roll.
So I haven't had to do player stuff much. Is it just your proficiency bonus or your proficiency plus an ability,
For what?
like for attack rolls?
I believe it's proficiency plus.
Okay.
Plus your roll
Your
damage,
bonus.
right?
Yeah.
Well,
That's how I have my sheep set up.
Wait, say that
he
again?
tries to get a preemptive attack as they're coming towards you out of the trees. Unfortunately, the arrow or the bolt just hits one of the trees instead of one of the ants. All right. Next will be Harold. Will try and do the same. Just a second. And all right,
Oh,
skill.
if you're skilled in that weapon, then you get the proficiency bonus.
Okay.
That's what it. Yeah.
All right. So
Oh, and
he,
attack rolls with
he
spells.
will successfully attack and do 2 damage. So it just sort of hits one of the, let's say, the midsection of the right ant, and it seems mildly perturbed. All right, next, let's go with Ernest. What do?
Also, so I'm just about the proficiency bonus. Saving throws on your primary abilities, you get the proficiency bonus as well. So like minor intelligence and charisma. So my saving bonus, I get another +2 for that.
Nice. Okay.
All right. So let me. The roll 20 thing's not showing up for me. Are we supposed to be in here?
Ah!
Like,
Oh, you don't have to. If you have dice, then you can just
Okay.
roll them.
Well, yeah.
I'll trust you
I
guys.
didn't know if we were on the grid or not. I didn't see it. It's just black for me.
No,
Or not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bother for a random encounter.
So one thing was hit.
Yes. The one on the right was hit.
All right. I am going to cast. Let's see. Elemental Ray. I think. Let me look it up real quick. Page is that? That is. Sorry, I'm unprepared here. Page 108. Page 108.
Oh.
Oh, is that good
Oh.
or bad?
Good.
For us or you?
Thanks.
For Liz.
Yes.
Realize.
Thank
Alright,
you.
Elemental Ray. One action. When choosing a spell starter, choose a damage type. So I'll choose. I don't think it matters for ants. We'll go Lightning. So I'll make a ranged attack against the target, and it'll take 1d8 of lightning damage.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
So, since it's a spell, I get the proficiency bonus. Now, range attacks is a dexterity bonus.
I believe so, yes.
So I get -1 dex, but +2 proficiency.
All right, so that evens out to +1.
19, so 20.
All right. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Sorry. Was being all
And are you attacking the one that's been hit?
The one that's been hit.
Okay.
I'm looking for my D8 here.
I have one. Want to borrow it?
4 points of damage.
All right.
I don't think there are any additional bonuses there. I'll look it up though. But yeah, 4 points of damage.
All right. So Ernest, who do you want to go next?
We'll have Rosa go next.
Okay.
Okay.
El Rosa.
All right. Remind me how this works. It's been a while.
Yeah. Just a second. I was
The last session we didn't attack anything, so.
Oh yeah. So, you'll basically roll 1d20 plus your proficiency bonus, which would be 2.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're attacking with your sword.
Yes, that's 1d8 damage.
Yeah.
But I rolled a
So-
6.
So you run up to one of the ants and you try and attack, but the sword glances off of the hard exoskeleton of the ant.
Wonderful. Dice, I
Alright.
told you how beautiful you are. Why do you do this to me?
Who goes next? Please choose
Oh.
who goes next.
Davy.
All right. Davy will wait until I find where I put his freaking character sheet. There it is. Stupid Internet Explorer. Okay. He has. Okay, he is going to pull out his short bow. And he will be attacking the left one.
Whoop!
And the arrow does not hit. Alright. Jasper, it is now your turn.
Oh god, not anti-drone. And, and
Did
I
you
can
like
add-
the present I sent you for Christmas?
Oh god, I throw up my hands and cast a guiding bolt.
Where's your sweater that I knitted for you?
Mhm.
You said you liked it at the holidays. Why aren't you wearing it?
Hold on, I'm trying to find the what I have to roll for guiding bolts. Page this.
Ah, yes, page this.
Page this.
Make a ranged spell attack against the target.
That is good.
What all do I add together for a ranged spell attack against the target?
You can leave in here.
Let's see, your proficiency bonus
He
and
doesn't.
guess your dexterity
Big board.
bonus. Obviously not your dexterity score.
So, 14.
Alright. 14
Close the door so
does
it happens.
hit. Which one are you attacking?
Whichever one has not been hit yet.
Okay, that would be the one on the left.
So then I need to roll a roll 3d6.
Whoop
10.
whoop.
Nice. So the one on the left is hit squarely by your radiant light, and it is not happy. It has basically started limping towards you now instead of running towards you.
Oh.
Everyone just back up from it. Keep backing up.
Well, too late because the ants are here.
Uh
Oh no.
Alright. So the one on the right will attack Liz
oh. Uh oh.
for.
Do you have our little player people so we can track what our HP is gonna be?
Yeah, sure. Just a second.
Are you that worried about getting bloody?
I mean, I'm about to get hit, so.
There you go. I'll open it up a little bit more so you have more space.
Oh, up there, okay. Wait, did I already get hit? Why am I at 15?
No, I just didn't bother refilling your health.
There.
So, everyone's at full health.
No health for you.
Okay. Alright. Everyone is. Alright, Liz, what is your AC?
My AC.
Probably irrelevant, because it rolled a 19.
Probably. Verily.
Alright. It does. Oh, good. 7 damage.
God. Darn it.
So
Owie.
it uses its mandibles and it clamps down right around your waist, and you feel its teeth jab into you. It is not a pleasant sensation. The other one
Let
will
me
attack.
hug you with my mandibles.
No, that's not a hug. I explained that to Zorkian when he was playing.
The other one on the
Subnautica.
left will attack Atticus in an attempt to get revenge.
Not Atticus.
And it almost crits you.
Oh shit.
Oh, Jeebus. That
And
doesn't
it
hit, by the way.
does only 4 damage.
What? What? Do you even have 24 damage?
Only.
Only 4 damage.
Oh, I heard 24. I was like,
It
what
does
the...
50 damage.
I was like, what the hell?
You should not have gotten lost.
Well, I mean, remember we figured out, or I figured out that if we had, like the first time we met Colin, if we had decided to tell her to shove it and like attacked her, she was like CL2 or CR2, and she would have done like what, like 4d10 to us.
If the battle had lasted 4 rounds, then yes, she could have done 40-10 damage to you. This game does not pull punches. So, it rolls back around to Gerald. And, like, Gerald will say, "Don't worry, Ale Toucher, I got you."
Oh, God.
He will make another shot against the ant. Where'd it go? I think it's plus. Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay. And so he attacks that one. Let's see. Four. Sorry. 2 damage. And so now you can see the right ant is only faring slightly better than the left one. The left one will now be attacked by Harold, who also hits and deals 3 damage. And he is able to line up his shot. Since the ant is wounded, he is able to carefully take his time and shoot it right into the ant's eye and kill it. It goes down quiet because ants really don't make much sound. Alright. Next is... let's go with Rosa.
Alright. Don't fail me.
So, one ant is dead. The other one that attacked you is not doing great.
15. Actually, 17.
Nice. Alright, roll for damage.
3. Wait, do I have a
Okay,
plus 2? I think I had a plus 2.
You are
Yes.
able to actually
5.
lop off one of its legs, but it is still struggling to fight you. It still has 5 left. So who goes next?
Let's do Jasper. Atticus.
I go
So
to
Jasper, there is a dead ant and a severely wounded ant.
I go to
Go to the dead one.
Use another radiant blast.
I am not that hungry right now. Back off. So I go to swing my quarterstaff down upon the almost dead one.
Okay.
Let's see, 12 to hit.
I believe attacker wins, right?
Oh, and a tie?
I don't remember. I know it's come up. I don't remember how we.
Let me look
Disgusted.
it up real quick.
Flip a coin.
We can flip a Bitcoin.
Could do that. Is it different on the other side?
Yeah. It's got
Oh, okay.
That's the scale side.
So that'd be funny if it was just the exact same thing on both sides.
Oh, right. They call it
Aha.
defense in this one. That's dumb.
Let's just ignore it. Pizza time.
Alright, have fun.
Hunger.
Hunger is strong.
I had the last of my taco meat.
Whoa.
I had burritos.
We're gonna have burritos.
Dang it.
What about
Let's
burritos?
see. So we're gonna go ahead and
Furritos?
say attacker wins on attack. Right. You don't need to roll damage. Oh, he's not here. Jasper is able to.
But what if he like rolls 8 points? What if he rolls max damage? He can describe his
Yeah, go ahead.
areas below
Go ahead and roll damage.
cracking open the.
That
Yes.
is that's 1d8 plus. So I should roll. One.
For a quarterstaff?
I
1d8,
forgot.
1d4.
It's a 1d8, and then I have proficiency and another
Oh,
feat.
no.
that gives me that
You
next
don't add proficiency to damage, I don't think.
Hold on, I will be right back. I think there's a dog.
You do for
ringing my
the
door.
skills ones, the tricks, right?
For damage rolls?
Yeah, because I have like fighting style, a +2 damage.
Oh, okay.
So if that's
Oh.
what you're talking about, then yes.
I don't know, because it shows. I don't know. I wrote a +2 +1, and then the other one has a +1.
Okay. 1 second. Da-da-da. No. You do not add your proficiency to damage, I don't think. Doesn't really matter at this point, because it's dead.
Just extra kill it.
Yeah. You raise up your staff, you bring it down to bear on the ant's head, and you can see the exoskeleton cracks a bit from the blow. Basically, how big a crack is depending on your damage roll.
35.
Alright?
I'm back. You hit him for 35?
35?
35 damage.
It's like, why am I even here with my sword?
There are cracks in the earth.
It could do a max of 10.
Yeah, that's why I was confused by him saying that he does 1d8 plus 3 damage with his quarterstaff.
Yeah, but mine is a 1d8 +2.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Anyways.
So, you're standing there, catching your breath a little bit. And it says, well, that was fun. Right, where were we?
Getting
I
back
believe
on
we
track.
were lost.
Yeah, we need to find our way
Yes.
back.
You slowly find your way back. You're only
No,
delayed.
by the way, I had a feat that allows me to add my proficiency bonus to simple weapons, which
Oh,
quarterstaff is.
Dang.
You can
Okay.
see a Sophie now.
Hmm?
It's a Sophie.
I see something moving. Can't tell.
It's a Sophie.
Nice.
There.
On our camera, not on.
Yeah, not on stream.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, where was I? Yes. You make your way back onto the trail. Find the right sign. Take the correct turn this time. And you're only delayed by about a day. So, you arrive in Foxhoundton, a village that is basically built on rocky terrain near the base of a hill that's not quite a mountain, but it's about halfway there. So, you're at the gates of the town. What do?
We're gonna make fun of them about how they're not on a real mountain. Make fun about how their town is on a real mountain.
Alright, have fun with that.
Do I know anything specifically about Foxhoundton? Where everyone ended up at?
Let's see. Depending on the book, you might not, because I won't.
Where did I put my dice? It's unfortunate. I don't know where I put it. That's one of my nice ones too. There it is.
Um, yeah, go ahead and make your roll.
Is this a no history check
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
culture?
So-
or history? I'll roll one too because I have that skill.
15.
Sure. Okay. You know that Foxhountain is not one of the greater towns of Hountain, but it is decently respected. It is a mining town that has existed for quite a long time. Um, is there anything in particular you would like to know?
What
I
kind of
mean-
mine?
Just there, other than we know we're coming here for this ancient maze. Is there anything special about it, like why it might have been put here in the past? Um, is it something that people
You
other
don't
than
know about
who
the
might know
the
about?
maze. You don't know about the maze. The institute is not particularly public about their place in society. Even if they are somewhat nicer than usual, they are still basically a cult. So they like to keep their secrets.
Did Colin say like where the maze was once we got here?
No.
So you said it's on the base of a mountain. Is there like a mine in the city?
There are several mines.
Hmm.
It's been around for a while. As they go into the like down into the earth, they mine up all that can be mined, or they run into some dangerous thing like they
Ant
find
drones.
yeah,
Ant
or
drones.
an entire colony of ants.
Oh god.
Yeah, stuff like that. So there are several mines.
We don't know the exact location of the maze.
No.
Correct.
Are we gonna have to go into this city to figure out if well, probably. Well, we'll need to figure out if all these mines are abandoned, or which ones have been mined out. I kind of have this sneaking suspicion that whichever one found the maze, or whichever one, if one leads to a maze, it'll be either cordoned off because it's weird and different, or it will have been marked out as we can't find anything else in here.
Surely somebody here works in conjunction with them. I mean,
We could. I mean, do you think we might be able to find some sort of head miner?
Yeah, so
Or
I'm
like
sure they
miners
have to-
guild that might be able to tell us. We could say we're some sort of like archaeologist, or I mean, we've got two people who love knowledge. I'm sure we could pass off as some people looking into the history of the
Like-
area and wanting to travel into these mines.
We like rocks and rock accessories.
All right.
Rocks.
So let's. I mean, are the guards? Do the guards at the town entrance? Are they stopping us? Are they allowed to come in?
Yeah, no, they just sort of like
Okay.
they just sort of
So
nod
let's
to you.
go on into
What has
town,
Dave-
y'all.
Has Davey done anything we don't need him to do yet?
No, he does suggest. He personally suggests that you go to a bar, see if he can find any lowlifes, because he's got friends in low
Low
places.
lives.
That would help.
Yeah, it would be the more unscrupulous fellows working for this institute maze. I have deduced that.
What do?
So let's go. Let's go to a tavern. Let's go to. We'll find the most hole in the wall tavern in the town. I'm sure there's not that many of them here. Probably just one, maybe.
Okay.
While we're on the way to there, does Hayrald and Jayrald have any input?
He rolled and J rolled.
When you ask them what they think, Harold says, "Remember, again, we're just here to make sure you don't."
Yeah.
So, please, after you.
Well, why don't you give us your opinion so we don't get into that sort of situation where you're having to save us?
Well,
Patrick just walks out like, whoa.
well,
Elton has some words.
I think you'd have to screw up pretty bad to be in danger in a town of dogs. I mean, who does that?
I turn and look at Davy back as she's walking towards the bar. I look
Davey is
back
just
and go,
completely oblivious.
fair enough, and keep walking.
All right.
So, what kind of? We were looking for a tavern. What do we
Yes.
find in terms of drinking holes here?
You find a tavern that's pretty popular among the miners, and one that's popular among the people who work in the mine. Just making a random kid joke. Anyway, you go to this tavern. You enter in. It is the usual hustle and bustle. Is there anything you would like to do?
Buy myself a drink. Duh.
Alright. You saunter over to
The
the
counter
bar.
I can't reach. Yes, I know.
No,
Rosa!
actually, they have basically like you know how they
Oh,
have
like the kiddie bar?
handicap stalls in the bathroom. They have step stools
Oh.
for the smaller ones because Houndton has all shapes and sizes. So,
Are there any rats here?
uh,
Any rats?
in Houndton, probably not.
Okay. And I assume that badgers wouldn't be here either.
No,
Maybe a rat, but not a badger.
no.
Okay.
This is a pretty purely dog establishment.
That is so racist. Dog racist. Doggist. So doggist. It's dogism. Can't stand it.
Well,
Caninism.
in a
Caninism.
game setting where all of the playable characters are one species.
Walk with a sign. Hashtag all.
There are all shapes and
All
sizes
races
of
matter.
dogs here.
All species matter. All species matter.
Cat lives matter. That'll get me thrown out. All right. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna order a drink too. A fancy drink, of course. 'Cause I'm come from a noble family.
All right, you get an ale.
You get an ale and it just has the word fancy written on it, but it's spelled wrong. FANCEE.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm gonna ask the bartender about jobs available in town, in the mines. What's the current state of the mines? How are they looking?
It's going pretty well. They could probably always use more miners, but yeah.
Guys,
So, business is going well.
we're in West Virginia of Pugmire.
So how about that mining, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's going
Are
pretty
there
well.
any
I
maze-like mines we might find down there?
I
We
mean,
love-
every mine's
We love maze mines.
every mine becomes a maze after a few decades or so.
Every man's a maze.
Every mine has its maze.
You have to basically follow where the ore takes you, that sort of thing. But obviously, I'm not a miner myself. My brother is, but I decided to stick with the family business, attending this bar. I could get you in contact with Victor. He runs a mining company in this town, if you'd like.
Good. Yeah, we could talk to him. I'm gonna for his time, I'm gonna pass him one plastic shard,
Well,
putting
thank
us
you
in
very much.
contact with his friend Victor. And
Thank
I
you
have
very
3
much.
plastic shards.
He will quickly jot down some information on a piece of paper. Says, "All right, this is basically a letter of recommendation. It'll basically tell him that you're looking for jobs and that I sent you." And he gives you directions as to the offices of Victor's mining company.
Victor and Victor Mining.
Victor and Vlad, actually.
Victor and Vlad.
Yes. All right,
Excellent.
so
Let's go for drinks.
Anybody else have any ideas as to what to do? No?
Let's ask about any rumors in town.
Any what?
No?
Any rumors? Like any rumors that have been going on?
Happenings?
Yeah.
What's
Have you heard
the
of
word
any
on the
rumors?
streets?
Inside the town? You want to hear just the town gossip? 'Cause I got
No.
gossip.
We gossip is
Any
That's
weird
strong.
stuff?
too worldly. We like
Strange.
strange. We like to hear strange stories.
Okay, so
Any strange things going on.
Any ghost stories that have popped up in the past couple years?
Oh, we love ghost stories.
As historians, we really love ghost stories.
Oh, you're historians,
Especially
Why are you
ones
looking
involving
for jobs in the mines.
Mazes. We're actually here to well, we like to study the history of mines. It's very fascinating.
Oh, okay.
The evolution of mining structures and
Tools.
statistical analyses on
The evolution
such
of the
things.
In that
pickaxe.
case, could I see that paperback? And he takes the paperback. You see him just quickly cross out something, write something else. All right, there you go.
We're more prospectors
If
than
If you read the
mining
paper,
work.
you see that they're looking for jobs has been crossed out and says they're looking for information about.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, kind sir.
Yeah.
So no strange. You haven't heard any. This town doesn't have any strange stories that are gossiped around.
Well, not this town. Some other towns have been having some disappearances. Yeah.
What kind of disappearances? Like
Uh,
you can see
from what I've
Podrick's
heard.
tail start wagging like, oh,
I kind of move a paw to
I understand what's
step on Podrick's tail so it's not as obvious.
So you just place your hand on Podrick's butt.
No.
made fall over again.
Alright.
So what kind of like what do you mean disappearances?
You're just not even phased by him just touching your ass.
Over in
Not touching his
Bastion-
butt, I'm stopping the tail!
I mean, they're dogs. Your tail is your butt. Anyway.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Over in Bassethountain, there have been some families saying that their children have gone missing.
You just see Podrick like perks up like, oh, well that's interesting. That's sad, very sad. Very
Yes.
sad.
Hopefully, we can find out what happened to them soon.
Like motioned everybody else was.
All right, do you leave?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I'm assuming you're going to Victor and Vlad's.
Victor and Vlad's.
Yeah. All right. So you go over and you find, you walk in. It is basically a somewhat small office. You can see in the front room a somewhat heavy-set dog of a slightly different breed than the bartender. Sees you, stands up and says, "Hello and welcome to my establishment. I am Victor. How can I help you today?"
Well,
Just staring at him.
We're historians and we're trying. We'd love to look into the history of some of the things you found in the mine.
Oh, my brother Vlad would probably be able to help more with that. And he calls into the back. Vlad, yes, we have visitors who want information about the mines, the history of the mines.
Bring the vodka.
Good. And Vlad comes out. You can see that he is identical to Victor, and speaks with exactly the same accent. How can I help you today?
Well, we're historians, and we'd like to know of things you've found in the mines and be able to, look at them and study them.
Oh, well. If you would come back, it is actually a bit of a hobby of mine. And he shows you all sorts of
My tail starts
Drink.
wagging.
all sorts of trinkets.
I step on his tail.
Why are you touching my butt? You butt toucher.
No,
Right,
it's ale toucher.
just a second.
Get it right.
But you're touching my butt. It's not a nail.
Well, quit wagging your tail.
One.
Contain yourself.
Um, he shows you all sorts of stuff. This strange thing may have actually been a device from the time of man, and he shows you something that is so old and decrepit. If it had a purpose, you have no idea what the purpose of it might have been. Just a second. I'm trying to look up the exact name of what I'm trying to say. Where there?
Yeah, Patrick is very much into old human artifacts. The old ones. That's like his thing.
Neat.
Yep.
Alright. Where is it? Okay. Yes. Yep. Yes. He shows you an odd, rather large piece of metal that has several dents in it. This is the shell of an ova that was once found when the people of my town, actually, Transylvania, Hountain, they went into the mine and found an old facility of man that was patrolled by this bizarre, bizarre
It's gonna be a Roomba,
mechanical
guys.
monster known as an alva. Say what?
It's gonna be a Roomba.
No, this. He describes it to you. This is a large floating sphere that has many tentacles, and it drags itself along by
Oh my
basically just
god. We're in the
grabbing and reaching
Matrix.
with the tentacles.
We're in the
It
dog
took-
matrix.
It was a very, very bad time for my family.
Is it
We
the
had
vacuum
to-
cleaner?
All dogs are scared of vacuum cleaners.
If a vacuum cleaner can blast fire, poison, and ice at you, yes.
Well, I mean, if you put it on reverse,
Alright.
we can make this happen. We can make it happen.
And so he just keeps showing you all these different things. Eventually, Davy just sort of clears his throat and says, "By the way, do you happen to know of a group called the Institute?" And Vlad looks at him for a second. Yes, the Institute. They are a group of rats, yes?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. I believe they do have Victor, yes? Didn't we sell one of our old abandoned mines to someone from what they called an institute? Yes. About very long time ago. It was before either of our times, but. And so he tells you that one of the abandoned mines was sold to the Institute, and they apparently converted it into their own little hideout. They actually do occasionally come into town, offering various alchemical works, medicines, cleaning products, stuff like that.
Cleaning products. Vacuum.
Haven't heard from them this week, though. So he, Davey says, Where is that mine? We also have some business with uh, with the institute, and so let me go ahead and let's make that a charisma check with advantage because of the efforts of Atticus and Podrick have been so friendly with this dude. So that can work.
I mean, I know we're supposed to go save these
So-
puppies in this institute labyrinth, but
Yes.
all I'm saying is, old ancient human facility. We should go there instead.
Yes.
Um,
JR's like, please don't, please don't.
no,
Next time. We'll put
Victor,
that on. That's on the
you
to-do
say that-
list.
You say that to Victor, he'd just be like, "No, you do not want to go there." the if I were to
I wink
put,
at Atticus. I'm just like,
if I were to
Wink.
put, say, a giant ant drone, let's say that gets a 2 out of 10 rating on how dangerous it is. Let us say that the challenge rating of an alva would be an 8.
Well, we kind of messed up those ant drones, so I think we'd be okay.
Could you handle something 4 times as powerful as that?
Well, those ant drones didn't stand a chance.
I'm
Except for
gonna step on
6
his
points
tail
of
harder
damage.
this time.
Alright.
Like,
I mean, one of us did get
Make
smacked with
a-
6 points damage.
I got 4 points.
Make an intimidation check, Liz. That would be a charisma roll.
18.
Alright. Atticus, make a, let's say, wisdom, I believe, be the check.
What the hell, Steed? Why are you stepping on my tail when I got this 23 in front of me?
Well then, you are not successfully intimidating Atticus.
Damn it.
What do you think, Podrick?
Davy goes ahead and says, "Well, I think we've taken up enough of your time. Let's go ahead and go on our way. Thank you for your time. This
See-
has been very...
We'll put it on the list. It's on the list
Yeah.
of things to do.
It's good that we have Davy here to keep us on track.
Yes, very good.
He's being so
He's-
non-wild
Before we
party
go stand
right
in the
now.
wilderness for 4 days waiting for a caravan instead of going to the castle.
Yeah. All right.
About that.
He's a little out of character today. I mean, I think it's the hair.
He's got a cold. That'll be my answer
I
for
wish I
every
picked
single.
up that kind of hair in 2 weeks.
I know.
That'll be my answer for any time that one of you guys are missing and I have to play for you instead. But
He's
do
got a
think
cold.
I do think that Davey would be not at all interested in your
We can call Shrek right now.
random.
Tell us, what would you do?
It was literally his idea to go to the tavern. So, all right.
All right, we got the location of said institute mining operation that
Yes.
that they haven't heard of in a while. They
We
haven't
haven't
heard
heard
of them.
from them this
That's
week.
a little concerning. They haven't heard of them this week.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if something happened. But can we rest up? We go sleeping in because I know
Yeah,
someone got hit.
I
someone
did.
Got hit with some damages.
I got
I
hit
was
hard.
like 2.
Yeah, let's go ahead and say.
And then can we
What is
take
it?
a quick break while we do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I will.
Wait, someone's got to play. Someone's got to play some like sleeping in music.
Well-
Liz, quickly do a little automaton jingle for the sleeping in song. Sleeping in song.
Oh, too high. Hold on.
Ugh.
That's the lowest one. What the heck?
That's good.
All right, be
Just
right back.
imagine how bad it would be if I wrote a piece of music for that. Like, we want to have, the stereotypical inn, um, staying overnight at the inn sort of music. And I just give them something that just starts off with this screeching. Everything else is nice, except it just starts off with a horrible crack in the oboe. Alright. Let me check the resting up mechanic just to make sure.
Man, I'm still hungry. Miserable.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Hmm. Drink water. It might be that you're thirsty. Sometimes wires can get crossed. Anyway,
Drink bourbon.
I have a full bottle.
drink until you forget your hunger.
What?
That doesn't help me, man. Drinking just makes it makes me hungry.
All right, so that's
about
good.
it.
So the way it works in this is you go ahead and go back. You find an inn. You book some rooms for the night, and you get fully rested. Is there anything anyone would like to do in the meantime?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
My health is back, right?
Do some more
Yes.
research on the
All of your
history
stamina points
of
are
this
back.
mine. If anything had been pulled up, pretty much about the mine before the Institute bought it.
Where would you? Uh-oh. You lost Ernest.
No, I'm still here. Oh,
What?
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Black on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I see you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
That's
see
just
me.
me then.
Well, no, I see like a frozen image of it. Do you guys actually see me?
No,
Yeah.
it's black.
Yes.
I see you.
Well, it's weird. You're coming through on the stream. Anyway.
'Cause I can see
looked
him.
it up. I looked it up. Sleeping. Once the dog wakes up, she regains all lost stamina points, spell slots, and expended stamina dice. So, you're good. You actually would have been fine if you hadn't done that. Because it was halfway through your journey that night that you got some damage. But anyway. So, what do?
Are we going to the mine? Or what?
Jasper, you said you wanted to do some more research?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, on our way back, maybe before I went to sleep, found a book, read a book.
Just summon a book out of the ether with the...
I mean, you
I
know
don't-
more about this town than I do.
Ancient knowledge
I
book
don't
spell.
think they would
Maybe I
have
talked to
to
that
have-
old decrepit dude in the corner of the inn.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I remember.
he's
No.
almost as expected to be there as that chair every time you walk into the inn.
Yeah, he hands you... Let's just go ahead and say, yes, I happen to have a book here, right here, that tells the history of all of the mines of Foxhampton. How convenient for you.
Perfect.
And so you flip through this book. You find the particular mine that Victor told you that his family had decades back sold to the Institute. It used to be a insert or that dogs would be interested in minding mine.
Phonium.
Yes.
Phonium.
Prime.
Funny and multiple levels.
That was totally unintended, but it worked.
All right. But doesn't really say much after the sale of the mine to the rats.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Damn. Well,
Were you looking for any particular information?
I mean, that's about like any artifacts that might have been pulled up, in, like human artifacts.
No, that one was just your usual mine. It eventually was determined that it would basically be a crapshoot whether they would find any more phonium if they dug in that area. Alright. Anyone else?
Say we start heading out.
Last night, I guess. So, in the morning, you all wake up, fresh, rested. You have a nice breakfast.
It's mail. Breakfast mail.
Yep. Alright. What do?
Let's head on out.
Okay. You head to the direction of the mine. Eventually, you get to the location. You can see the mine. It looks pretty much like an abandoned mine.
So
I assume we have torches and lanterns and mine
Yes, you do.
equipment. We just go in there, just pitch dark. Just
Alright,
I
so
wanna-
you're...
I'm gonna let you know that Podrick does have a fear of the dark,
Uh-oh.
so he would bring plenty of lighting.
Alright.
Good to know.
So are you going to just saunter into the mine?
Yes, sauntering must begin.
Alright.
Saunter on in.
Sorry.
And I'm gonna ask Davey to be on the lookout for any traps, because it sounds like that the Institute probably doesn't want people to find this place.
Alright. Let's go ahead and make a... Which one is it for traps? I think it's wisdom. Sorry, 1 second. Seeing if he has any... skills that would be relevant. No, doesn't look like it. Alright. Okay, he, at the last second, stops you all and points out he has found a tripwire. He recommends you carefully step over it. At another point, he finds another trap that I don't feel like trying to come up with some sort of description. And you go in and you notice that it is oddly quiet. I would like you all to make perception.
hello.
Echo.
Do you shout out hello, Jasper?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I would like you all to make perception checks.
Is that even a real thing? What is that?
Yeah.
What
Well,
would that be?
If you don't have, let's say, a notice.
I do have notice.
Okay, in that case, you would add your, I believe it is your proficiency and your wisdom. Let me look at
If
that.
not, it's just our wisdom.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I got an 8.
I got a 12.
I got a 21.
Okay.
What?
Sorry, just a second. I'm looking up.
Wisdom, man.
The
Wisdom.
one who yells is most wise.
What is your wisdom score, by the way?
15, but I have a bonus +2 because of Shepherd.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just looking it up real quick. Come on, you stupid thing. Okay. All right. You said 21. Liz, you said 8.
I did say 8.
Okay. And what did you say, Ernest?
12.
Okay. Everyone but Rosa. Rosa was getting distracted by something. Everyone but Rosa notices you smell blood
Oh.
and death.
Blood and death.
That's a cool rock over there. I'm gonna go touch it.
You notice some
And-
fungus on the wall. You wanted to see if it had an interesting smell.
Does
Yes.
it taste good?
So
No.
being dogs that we are, can we follow the blood smell? See where it's coming from?
Sure. Just a second.
I would like to try that.
Okay. All right. As you are walking along, tracking down the smell of the blood, you find the
Oh,
body.
no. Okay.
It's being attacked.
What? Oh,
we just saw
yeah.
the tail go by the.
Yes. Say hello.
Oh,
It's a big kitty.
she's pretty.
Yes, she is. Huh. You find the body of a badger. It is.
Cattail.
It is. It did not go peacefully, and you can see it looks to be partially eaten.
Can judging by the bite marks, can I tell if it's like? I suppose tell if it's an ant mandible or like more traditional
Rat.
jaw type of eating.
It looks more traditional. Make a, if you would like to, let's say,
History. Is there any predators in the area?
no nature.
Oh. So if I don't have the skill, I don't get the
I believe, yeah, you don't
proficiency
get the
bonus.
proficiency bonus.
But if do I get an intelligence bonus?
I believe that is how it works.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I got a +3 on intelligence. So.
Yeah.
Well, I got 12.
Okay. No, you can just basically tell it's not an insect.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
I have deduced that Aunt Drone is not responsible for this.
Oh, that's good. We don't have to see her for a while, maybe.
we don't have to call her. All right, so that's I want to look through the body to see if there's any valuables.
All
I
right.
mean,
You check the body. Other than the usual equipment of a badger, you don't find any like artifacts or potions or anything.
I guess we need to venture deeper then.
All right. As you go into the mines, you start to find more and more of these bodies.
hey, someone did all the hard
Badgers.
work for us.
Rats. all of them dead. Most of them eaten partially. And
Someone
Recently
was
dead?
Very, very hungry.
within
Ooh, that's a
within
good-
about a day or so, or 2, yeah.
Is
Like,
there any
not
meat
like
left on the
rotting
bone
or
that
anything.
we can salvage in case we get hungry?
Sure.
You really want to go there?
Sure.
I believe I did.
I think we're gonna need alignment checks.
Good thing there's no such thing in
I
this
don't
game.
think that would be what good boys would do, but sure.
It's the badger. They're evil. I'm hungry.
They're sentient.
They're dead. I'm
Gerald
pretty
was just
sure
like,
they
"If
eat
you're
dogs in
hungry-
China.
If you're that hungry, here," and he hands you like one of his rations.
Fine.
All right.
His dreams to taste badger meat dashed.
Just a second. There can sound real quick.
I'm gonna suggest that we all have our weapons at the ready. This shit is serious.
All right.
I don't want to be eating y'all.
Mhm.
I did not sign up for that.
Just a second. Looking up what I spoke with Jonathan about. Okay. All right. I would like you all to make. Well, are you just going through with weapons ready? No sort of stealth or anything? Davey suggests that you try and sneak just to
I'm
be
gonna
sure.
suggest that Davey try and sneak because he's the sneaky one, and then
Davey-
come back to us.
Davey
to tell
points
us what
out to you
happened.
that's not. Okay, you want me to scout ahead?
Scout ahead. Yes, that's what I meant to say.
Okay. So he. Do you all agree with that plan?
Yep.
Have Davey scout ahead.
we will, and just give us the secret sound if you run into trouble.
Okay.
The one you all talked about at one time.
All right. Sorry, just a second. Looking up his stats. All right. He slinks into the place with the stuff. And as you wait, he comes back and says, "So there's like a little girl. She's eating people."
What?
Oh,
Oh God.
When you say little
And
girl,
he's like saying this
little,
in whispered tones. Yeah, little dog
little-
girl. Yeah.
little dog, little puppy. I'm gonna cast smell magic.
Okay. Let me see if that would apply.
what was that? I heard a
Sorry.
weird sound.
That might have just been my phone.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
All right. Okay, the pointer with this trick can make a wisdom check to smell the presence of magic within 30 feet. All right. Go ahead and roll wisdom check.
I'm gonna re-roll it. That was flat service. 16.
Okay. Let's see. You do smell some magic, but due to the nature of the spell. You can't tell where or from what.
I smell magic, y'all. There's some magic about
Oh
it.
shit!
All right.
So how do we? What? I don't know how to deal with a ravaging
Cannibal baby.
cannibal. Well, wait.
Same way we deal with them in the forest. We panic, we scream, and we stab with our spears.
The little puppy girl is eating badgers. It's
Mm-hmm.
not quite cannibal.
And rats.
And rats. We were just about to eat a badger. Let's go up and say hi. Would you like some company?
Or we could
along
ask
your
her for
eating?
recipes.
Yeah.
Alright.
What was the deal with they were doing experiments on puppies.
To bring them to enlightenment, and the chances are they could be possessed by demons.
Yes.
So I am going to deduce that this little puppy girl is possessed by a demon. Same thing.
All right.
So what do we do now? I don't want to hurt her.
For recipes.
How do we
What?
extract the demon out of her?
I don't have any holy water.
Let's see. Just a second. Well, can't tell you anything.
You don't have any exorcism spells in your mini books that you carry around?
Yeah, you're the shepherd.
Yeah.
You go up there and smite her.
Oh wait, no, you're right. I do have a blessed bane. I just picked it up last month. Let's see
Oh,
if
what is it?
Bless or
Bane.
bane.
Oh, bless her name.
Page 105. The power of man compels you. The power of man compels you. Choose
On the
up to
next
3
target's
characters.
next attack, ability, or saving throw roll before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add or subtract the number rolled.
Hmm. Is there a notion of in this game of subduing an opponent as opposed to outright, killing them?
Yeah, I believe so.
Let's go subdue her. I mean, she's a puppy. How hard could it be?
If she's demon possessed,
Yeah, then
I don't know how we want it in that state.
So we could follow her, see where she goes. Let her kill off the rest and eat the rest of the badgers, and then we'll deal with her.
All right.
What if she gains powers from eating the heart of her enemies?
So,
God.
what is your game plan? Davey is.
Go back, tell Colin, cannibal babies. We're gonna need some reinforcements with lots of fire and holy water.
I do have a chaos flask of lightning.
You
Just let you know.
do.
wait, are we just gonna murder this?
No, we'll electrocute the demon out of her.
Are you sure that's how that works?
It is now.
Can I? Wait,
Alright,
can I do a roll no arcana to know how to get rid of a demon? Know about the demon possession?
Let's see. Is there a no religion?
I do not have it, so I do not think there would be.
Just go ahead and do. Yeah, go ahead and roll Knowledge Arcana and
Damn.
Atticus as a shepherd. I would say go ahead and roll as well. Just
I only got a 12 on that one.
okay.
Hold on 1 second. So, arcana. I'd add in my intelligence and my proficiency, since it's a skill.
I guess. Yeah.
That's good because I rolled a 1.
Yeah, you just
So,
can't think of anything at the
I
moment. No.
gotta.
It's a botch. Doesn't matter.
All right.
Got
But Atticus, you are aware that the church has exorcised demons in the past.
At their facilities, it's like a
Um,
kid or there.
you can't think of all the specifics at the moment, but you know that you personally don't have the uh, materials and or process, whatever it might be, to exercise this girl right here, right now.
Right here, right now. All right. What do you guys want to do? Follow her, or try to subdue her?
I guess we can follow her for now.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep an eye on her.
Make a sneak check, all of you.
Oh well, we're boned.
Yeah, me with my giant, like, plate mail armor. Choo, 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 choo. Oh, I rolled a
Fine,
15.
I rolled
Fine,
another
fine.
1.
Wait.
I rolled a 1 minus 1. I rolled a 0.
I rolled a 15.
So that means there's no penalty, right? Because that'd be the same as not rolling.
All right.
Yeah.
So, as you're, well, let's
We
see.
should have just
Atticus,
sent
can you-
Davey
I
to
had a
sneak.
13.
All right.
Why did we not just send Davey to sneak after her? He's
Wait.
the one that has
I don't
these
know.
bonuses.
Do that. Just a second. Actually, yeah. So, as Davy, Harold, and Gerald are sneaking along,
Uh-oh.
let's see. I'm thinking.
Uh-oh.
Podrick, you actually trip, and you're like, whoop, and you're about to make a huge ruckus, and then Harold sees that happening, reaches out, grabs you, and just basically goes, shh.
It just,
All right.
just holds me. Just carries me so I don't trip on anything.
All right, just a second. And what did you say? 15. And Atticus, what did you get?
13.
Not really sure how to go with this. So you're going along, and you find this girl when the trip happens, and though it didn't seem to alert her exactly, you can see her like jump up a little bit. Her back is still to you, and she just takes off running.
Down further into the cave.
Yeah, into the mine of it. As you can see that this place you're in is not the maze itself. It's actually more just like how you would expect a regular hideout to be. The maze must be in a different area.
Maybe she's running to the maze. I say we keep going deeper. Follow her. Let's follow her.
Okay.
All right.
Are we gonna run after her, or are we just gonna like
Well,
just
she was.
barely keep up?
She seems spooked, so I would say let's not worry about sneaking. Just like go to her.
Okay. As you're going along, you go a little bit further, and you start to hear, you hear this, supposedly this little girl. You don't know. There might be just like 20 little girls. You hear her softly crying down a hallway.
Your bubbles.
Oh, God.
I want to cast disguise self. I am going to disguise myself as a puppy.
So as
As
a
another
little baby.
the
No,
little
as a
baby
child.
little baby child, 8 ounce Dotson.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go up to her.
All right. You are walking up to her.
I am gonna walk up to her and with the most cutest, adorable way, say, "What's wrong?"
Oh.
All right. And as you hear her crying like this, second.
It's bad. It's bad, y'all. You've done this.
Make a perception check.
Perception check. What is that? That's wisdom, right?
Oh wait, no. Actually, this was something I had planned, but it doesn't matter now.
Whoops. We ruined your day.
No, it's fine. All right. Just a second.
As we've seen from what he posts in Discord, he really wants to ruin our days.
Yeah, and challenge. That
I thought maybe, she's cool with other puppies.
All right. Just a second.
I like your Don't Starve hoodie. Or not hoodie, but
All right.
beanie. That's pretty
You
cool.
hear
Thank
this? You're walking up to the little girl who's covering her face and just sobbing, and you say, "What's wrong?" And she just starts going, I'm just so. And she uncovers her face.
Oh god.
Her face is not the face of a child.
Oh,
It is
God.
something much more feral.
So,
Her teeth
yeah.
are long and sharp, and her eyes are a deep red. And she says, I'm just so hungry.
Oh
She
god.
takes a bite of you,
oh
Patrick,
no, no.
and does. Let's see.
Sounds like something straight out of Supernatural.
Mr. Bubbles!
Mr. Bubbles.
What is the rule for your disguised self, by the way? Just curious.
I'll read it. What? Didn't find it myself. Let's see. Disguise self. Make you look different, including fur, clothing, armor, weapons.
I'm just
equipment.
basically wondering whether being attacked would undo your spell.
Oh, that's a good question. You would have to succeed an intelligent. Well, it says to discern that your disguise, a character can use this action to inspect your appearance. You must succeed on an intelligence saving throw against your spell saving throw difficulty.
Okay.
I don't get any. So the spell does not provide the abilities remaining.
I was just curious about it. The more important thing I would like you to do is make a Constitution saving throw.
Save yourself from
Alright.
creepy cannibal puppy.
I'm gonna try the blue d20 with a +1. +1. 1 + 1. 15, 16.
All right. You feel that it is not just a bite. There was actually a toxin involved, but you're able to just barely shrug it off. And as you jump back, with the pain in your shoulder, did I tell you it does 4 damage?
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
That hurt a lot. And I'm gonna scream. That's my, hey guys, come help me. It's just me screaming very
And
loudly.
the little girl is no longer crying. She is now just laughing. And she runs off again. Into the maze now.
That's good. She doesn't eat me.
She doesn't finish the job.
I
mean, if you-
slowly peer
if
around the
toxin
corner
had
asking
worked.
if he's okay.
You see Podrick with a bleeding wound from his shoulder.
Really bad. I mean, that was like half. That was more than half my points.
Oh God.
Like I'm hurting.
You did how much damage to you?
4 points of damage. I have 7 hit points.
How? We leveled
When
up.
did
You know
we
that, right?
start,
What?
Liz?
We leveled up. You know that, right?
We did?
We're level 2. A while ago.
What?
Yeah, you should know that because you told me your health was 14 now.
I did. Oh.
So
Okay,
now it's
hold
10.
on. So, let me put it.
Glad we got this figured out, guys.
But Liz, when did we start streaming?
A little after 4. I think it was a little after 4.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and call it for the night because that makes it about 2 hours.
Okay. So we're
Next
just
time,
in a mine
Pugmire.
with creepy.
Well, in order to start off, we're right where she ran off into the maze, and so the next episode is us following her into the maze,
Again.
or us noping the out of there.
That's what I was about to say. Just nope.
Gotta go check out that cool human compound. How about that?
I'm gonna nope out of that.
Let me check something really quick just for
No, I'm cool with that.
giggles. All right.
When are you doing your normal birthday stream?
Birthday stream will be probably hour and a half ish.
What
JMR's
is it
making a face.
Sorry, I was just checking something.
Uh-oh.
This is not going to be a regular enemy. Like, if I had gone by the book, she would have killed you with one bite.
Like,
I was just
Oh.
rolling damage just for the heck of it. Just to see what
when she got I don't know. I mean, this is kind of backtracking.
she would have done
but
15 damage if she
Nice.
if I
When
given
she
her
got
the usual roll.
when she got close to me, did I smell the more magic on her?
I don't think smell magic is that long lasting.
It says I thought it was like 10 minutes. Smell magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
See, I'm not sure. You know that she's a demon. I'm just not sure whether demons count as magic or not.
Well, guys, we know she. I
You
believe
get-
up until now it was us.
She is either a demon or just a really, really oddly deep voiced little
Or
girl
Danny.
Or Danny,
Yeah.
yes. Tiny,
with
creepy.
blood red
Cannibal.
eyes and long, sharp teeth.
So all we've got to
God.
do is roll a skateboard in front of her.
Ah.
And with that,
All right then. Okay. Thanks, guys, for watching. This was our 5th episode of Pugmire. We should be back in 2 weeks, barring any more scheduling conflicts with the rest of us. We try to keep at least 4 of us here, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have all 5 of us present for our next session, which should be in 2 weeks. As for me, I will be live in about an hour and a half-ish for my birthday stream. We're going to be playing some party games, so like Jackbox and Drawful and Golf with Your Friends and stuff like that, because it is...
Oh, can we play the draw the penis game?
Yes. Play the Draw the Penis game. But anyways,
it's
yeah.
not actually a game or anything. They just open up paint and
Just draw penises and paint. Look,
send
game!
each other doodles of penises.
It's after many, many drinks. No, just kidding. But yes, it is my birthday, so we will be having a party stream in about an hour and a half right here in this channel. So come back and hang out then. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Have a great next hour and a half.